Right, hi there, year 3 and 4. It's me, Mr. A, back with story time for another day, and chapter 9 of King Solomon's Mines. Chapter 9 is entitled King Solomon's Mines. It was several days before any of us were fit enough to turn our attention to the original objective of our expedition. Sir Henry still believed there was a chance that his brother had made it to the mines. He had no interest in their content, however, agreeing that Good and I should divide any spoils between us. I rather felt that a share of the fabled diamonds would be just compensation for what we'd all been through. Now formally crowned king, Ignosi ordered Gagul to guide us to the Three Witches. This was the local name for the imposing triangle of mountains which we'd seen on our arrival. So it was that early one morning, and with ill-concealed hostility, Gagul led Sir Henry, Good, Infidus and myself along the final stretch of the Great White Road. 3 days later, we reached the foot of the mountains, where we came upon the first of many breathtaking sights. Before us was a massive hole in the earth, some 300 feet deep and about half a mile across. "This must be the mine," I exclaimed in awe. All around the rim, I could see areas that had been levelled out in order to wash the stones, but search as we might, there was no sign of the gemstones themselves. We marched on and circled the pit until we rejoined the road. Now, there's a picture of the pit, by the way. It was early evening when we first made out three towering shapes at the foot of the mountains. As we got nearer, I realised that they were magnificent statues carved out of the rock. "Behold the Silent Ones," said Infidus reverently. "I think they must be ancient gods, conceived by some Phoenician architect, I shouldn't wonder," suggested Sir Henry. Passing by the statues, Gagul led us to an arched portal in the rock face. "Now, men from the stars," she said with a wicked grin, "are you ready? I must obey my king and show you the store of bright stones." Sir Henry, Good and I nodded, but as we made to go inside, Infidus hung back. "It's not for me to enter there," he said with a frown, clearly bound by some age-old law. "But be warned, Gagul, if harm comes to my lords, you shall die." Our way, lit by a gourd of oil carried by the old witch, we walked along the narrow passage until at last we emerged into a vast cathedral-like cave. The place must have been 100 feet high, dimly lit from above somehow, and was lined with shining white stalactites that resembled giant pillars of ice. I could have spent many hours examining this wondrous sight, but Gagul was eager to get her business over. She led us to the top of the cave, through a doorway and along another passage which emerged into a much smaller chamber. As Gagul's evil chuckle echoed around us, I stood transfixed by its grisly contents. They will remain engraved on my mind till the day I die. Oh, that's the end of chapter 9. Let's see what the grisly contents of this room are tomorrow. Meantime, have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.